see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Maxspeed TV.
Well, folks, welcome back to another Sunday night Checker Black Motorsports Super Speedway Monkeys. We are season 1. We're playoffs, folks. Round 1 of the playoffs. Top 16 drivers out on the field. I'm having all kinds of issues tonight. I am not getting any of my ATVO to work. I don't know why, but we are going to try to figure it out while we're in the process. Really don't know what to do at this point. I am having all kinds of problems, as you can see. Now I'm going to have the border up. I do apologize, folks. I had everything up and going. Everything looked good. Then everything went bad. So hey, we finally got it up there. Good deal. All right, so they are about 24 seconds of qualifying right now. There is your qualifying times, but we are round 1 of the playoffs. Top 16 drivers are going to be in the chase. And it looks like Paul Servant is going to be our top qualifier. If I can get this to stop, we are going to try to get Paul up here for an interview. If we can, let me see where he is at. He is in race room number 3. Mr. Paul Servant, Steve up the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, man, awesome job on the pole tonight, man. Kind of came in a little bit late. I was having a lot of technical difficulties, but Daytona, first round of the playoffs, top 16 drivers. You are in the mix, kind of starting with a fresh slate right now. So how you feeling?
It's a 50-50. You never know with these tracks. Just try and survive it and get as many points as I can to move on.
Of course, now I haven't talked to David or not, but I don't know if you win, you're into the next round, or how that's going to work. I'll get that information from him and let everybody know. But wanted to bring you down here real quick before we got into everything. But awesome job, buddy. Congratulations on the pole, and good luck on the race tonight.
Thanks. Yeah, that's 3 in a row, which is with realistic weather. It's anybody's game now qualifying. So getting 3 in a row with that on, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's something to be said about the skill there, bud. But yeah, awesome job. Yeah, you're right. It is 3 in a row that you've got in the pole. So, but just got to be careful out there. Super Speedway, anything can happen. Right place at the right time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. Good luck, and man, hopefully we'll talk to you after the race.
Yeah, we'll see. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Get him back down there. Oh, I think he was in 3, but he'll move himself. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get to our grid here. Paul Servant did take that first, that pole position. Sean Stevens, second place. Also, if you noticed a little P beside their name, that means they are in the playoffs. And if I can find my button here, we're going to toggle this. Starting 3rd, Dana Osborne, another playoff player. Anthony English in 4th. Again, another playoff player. Adam Kilday in 5th. Dean Wilkinson in 6th. Bubba Winningham in the playoffs as well in 7th, along with Les Levy in 8th. Sean Wilder in the 9th place playoff finish there. 10th is John Guerrera. Bob Fitzgerald in 11th. Another playoff player, Russ Hancock in 12th. Doug Johnson in the got the final spot of the last chance qualifier last week, coming in 13th, or starting 13th tonight. David Overstreet in that 14th position. Mike Edgerton starting 15th. Dusty Burkhardt, playoff player, in 16th. Rick Seabrands in 17th. Mark Mann in 18th. Both of those guys are in the playoffs. I don't expect to see them back there very long. Michael Pratt 19th. Andrew Schroeder 20th. Alex Giffen 21st. Lynn McNeese, another playoff driver, in 22nd. And that is going to round out our field. So the pace lights are out. I wish I could get that stinking border off. But I don't know how to do that. So we're going to go here. We're going to see some stuff done here. Green flag is out, folks. Here we go. First round of the playoffs underway. Osborne out front. Number 8, Dana Osborne, right behind him. Guys, y'all bear with me. I apologize. Brandon out there, Braden out there, going for the leader as always. Battle going on up front right now. 27, that would be Sean Stevens out on the outside. Our bar up so we can see who we're on. Also running Sean back first and second. Dayton Osborne right there in third. Everything set back up. Oh, we got something going on back here in the back of the field. Not sure what is happening, but caution is out. We're going to go ahead. Come back over here. Ooh, happened back here. Mark Mann, Lynn McNeese. Lynn almost going up and over. Ooh, looks like it started right there. With Andrew Schroeder. Well, let's get a chase view here. We're going to see what happened here, folks. Give me just one second. Oh, Schroeder and Doug Johnson. A little bit of dooring going on. Got Andrew loose. Andrew tried to save it. Got him up into the wall. And right back down into Lynn and Mark Mann. Really nowhere to go for those two guys. Lynn didn't even know what hit him. You see Alex Giffen dropping down in that 99 car, getting around them. Ooh, bad luck for these guys already. Go ahead and take a look at our pre-race analytics because we didn't get to that. It's a little bit loud, it looks like, so we're going to turn that down just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and jump out here on the TV too. 3 mile an hour wind out of the east, air temp at 70, humidity 1 degree, so not a lot of humidity out there. Track temp 73. Got 80 laps for 200 miles, unlimited tires. Fuel window, we're looking at 50%, so you're probably looking at about 18 to 23 laps, roughly. 55 mile an hour pit speed, 75 mile an hour pace speed. You see these guys coming down pit road. But we're going to go ahead and look at our point standings. Really not a point standing, but who is actually in the playoff chase Andy Brigante. This is in no particular order here, folks. Andy Brigante, Dusty Burkhart, Anthony English, Russell Hancock, Doug Johnson, Adam Kilday, Les Levy, Mark Mann, Todd Mays, Lynn McNeese, Dana Osborne, Paul Servant, Rick Seabrands, Sean Stevens, Sean Wilder, and Bubba Winningham are your 16 playoff drivers for this season. Now, a big shout out, and we're going to try to get him up here as soon as we can. That will be the number 4. Is he? I don't even see him. I don't see him out here tonight, but got to give a shout out to Mr. Rick Seabrands. He is your regular season points winner going into the playoffs. So now he does have to at least make one of these playoff races, I believe, to get into the next round. So not sure what's going on with Mr. Seabrands tonight. But we're going to go ahead and run through. Dana Osborne has taken over the lead. Paul Servant second. Sean Stevens third. Anthony English fourth. Dean Wilkinson 5th, Adam Kilday in 6th, Bubba Winningham 7th, Les Levy 8th, Sean Wilder 9th, Bob Fitzgerald rounding out the top 10. Appreciate everybody out there, Belva out there, Braden, Brendan, all you guys out there, appreciate you showing up tonight. Got 5 viewers and 4 likes, not too bad. And again, I do apologize for being a little bit late and with the issues that I'm having. I know you guys can see the gray bar up at the top, and I do apologize about that. So we'll try to get that cleared off as quickly as possible, but may not be able to happen as the lights do go out on the pace car. These guys are lining up double file all the way back to the back. Now we do have playoff drivers outside the top 10 right now. Russ Hancock, Dusty Burkhart, Doug Johnson, Lynn McNeese, Mark Mann. But we got to give a special shout out to Dusty Burkhart for sponsoring tonight's race, A&W Compressor 200. I believe that is a business that Dusty works for, and trying to promote their business a little bit, which is quite all right. Pace car should dive off down to the safety of pit road. Get to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out, folks. Here we go. Uh-oh, Dana blinking out a little bit there. We may not be able to stay on him very long, so we'll go ahead and jump on Paul Servant here. Good battle there between Paul and Dana. Sean Wilder in that 20, or Sean Stevens in that 27 car, I should say. On that inside, Anthony English outside of him. Got the 85. Shows 55. That's Dean Wilkerson. 85 on the inside. 85 of Adam Kilday on the outside. Bubba Winningham there on the inside of the number 62 of Les Levy. Double file almost all the way back through the field. Back here to that looks like Doug Johnson. in that 38 machine, and then back behind him, Mike Edgerton. Looking back through the field here, if I can, excuse me. Lynn McNeese to the outside, one of the chase drivers right now. There's Mike Edgerton and Mark Mann, another chase driver, Michael Pratt, John Guerrera, and Andrew Schroeder. Who's going to round out your field. We get back up to the front for Dana Osborne. Now the outside in front of Paul Servon. Sean Stevens on the inside behind him. So far, so good, folks. Good racing, good side-by-side battles going on. We see Dana Osborne is kind of blinking out a little bit again there. Again, that's the reason why we're not really staying on him. You guys out there in chat, let me know if I need to adjust the volume on anything. Kind of doing this on the fly as we go anymore, so Dana's still blinking out as he just reappeared right in front of that 27 machine of Sean Stevens. And folks, that is nerve-wracking when you got somebody blinking out in front of you. You just never know where they're going to reappear. Like right there, almost 27, almost into the bed of that 8 machine. Of course, Dana Osborne is in the chase, so I mean, he's trying to go for the win and get that championship, move on to the next round at least, but you know, you don't want to ruin everybody else or anybody else's race or anybody else's chance to get to that next spot. So Dana is going to go ahead and drop down. Somebody probably told him, hey dude, you need to do something. You're blinking out really bad. Sean Stevens does take over the lead. Getting a good push there by that 55 of Dean Wilkinson. But of course you've got number 3 Paul Servon that outside with Anthony English right behind him. And then Adam Kilday right behind Anthony. All, you know, those two guys are definitely good pushers. Of course, Les Levy there in that 62 machine is a good pusher in his own right. Dean does get that 27 machine out in front a little bit further, trying to get a little more comfortable lead. But Paul Servon is closing the gap on him. Of course, Bubba Winningham right there behind that 55 machine of Dean Wilkinson. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do several things here at once, and I am not a very good multitasker. Just saying. Paul Servon does take over the lead, drops it down in front of that 27 machine of Sean Stevens. Adam Kilday, Anthony English trying to make a run on that outside. Really not sure what line is going to be best to run. I think here at Daytona, at New Daytona, any of them are pretty good lines to take. I think we get a little bit more movement on that inside than you do the outside. volume kind of dropped down just a little bit, so we're going to switch to a different camera angle here. Still good battling going on, lap 13 of 80. We've just had that one yellow, call it yellow lookers tonight. Got the one yellow flag still. Appreciate everybody joining in. Oh no, yeah, Braden, I had one of those dang headaches this morning, so I know the feeling, buddy. So you guys just man, just take it easy, enjoy the race. You don't have to chat. I definitely appreciate you being here, buddy. Now Anthony English did take over that top spot. We're going to get on him. Get one of the chase drivers. They're all battling out. We're pretty much our top 5. Adam Kilday, Paul Servant, Les Levy, Sean Stevens, all part of that chase right now. Top 16 drivers. Let's go ahead and we're going to go on board. Well, let's get Mr. Sean Stevens here. Go on board with Sean Stevens. And of course, my volume did drop down. Alright, folks, y'all going to get to see exactly what we do whenever we do something like this. Come on. Gives you an idea of what we do, how we adjust our volume. Going to turn that down just a little bit so it doesn't drown me out. So kind of getting an idea of what Sean is seeing out there on the track. Yeah, you know, Braden, I get migraines mostly because I have tinnitus, and that ringing in my ears, man, it hurts, and it causes a lot of migraines. So far, so good, folks. 18 of 80 laps. Anthony English out front. Adam Kilday in that second spot. Paul Servant third. Les Levy fourth. Sean Stevens in fifth. All top or all playoff chase drivers. Bob Fitzgerald jumping up into that 6th place spot. Started 11th, up 5 spots. Good run there for Bob. Of course, David Overstreet started 14. He's up 6 spots to 8th. Started 14th. Bubba Winningham has dropped 3 spots back here to 10th, or 9th and 10th. Brady, you may need to go see a neurologist. Make sure that ain't nothing nothing else going on, buddy. Single file, so we probably going to start seeing start seeing some green flag pit stops here shortly. Been out here 16 laps, so should be getting about that time. I thought maybe they could get a few more laps in before that, but most of these guys pitted during that caution, so here we go. Paul Servant coming down pit road. If I could get to them. Oh, and we got a caution, folks. Right there, that's the 08. Bob Fitzgerald. Ooh, let's see. I don't know if he didn't, I don't know who he got tagged by David Overstreet. Oh, yeah, David Overstreet just came up behind him. We'll get this on a far chase. See what exactly happened. I don't know if David got pushed or was this following him down. Looks like David was following him down. Didn't realize, oh yeah, didn't realize he was pitting and just tagged Bob Fitzgerald. Ooh, Mark Mann, man, several cars here involved on the aftermath. Yep, that sent Bubba Winningham up towards Mark Mann. Got into Mark Mann. Andrew Schroeder, don't know how he missed it, but he did. Oh, and then John Guerrera come down. Was trying to avoid it, and Mark was just coming down too far. Really nowhere for John to go either. They start cutting grass. Well, folks, that is, oh no. Did John Guerrera take it behind the wall? Of course, we got several black flags. Looks like they're going to be cleared. Looks like John Guerrera did take it behind the wall. Unfortunately, that's going to end his night. Rick Sebrands was in here, but something must have happened, and he took it behind. He never started. So that's going to put Anthony English still out front. That's the 99 of Alex Giffen. Probably going to get his lap back. I think he was a lap down. Yeah, Braden, that could cause it too, buddy. I know that's why I had mine. I couldn't sleep last night and ended up going into the living room watching TV and fell asleep on the couch. So watching TV. So Right now, our top 10, Anthony English, Dean Wilkerson, Adam Kilday, Dusty Burkhart jumping up into that 4th place spot, Doug Johnson 5th, Andrew Schroeder 6th, Lynn McNeese 7th, Bubba Winningham 8th, Michael Pratt 9th, and Les Levy in 10th. As you do see that Alex Gippen does get around that pace car to get his lap back as these guys are coming around. Looks like coming into turns. Is that turn 3? We'll find out here in a second. I believe it's 3 and 4 they're coming into here. Pace car will dive off down into the safety pit road to get restarted. Just over a quarter way through, folks. 24 laps in. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Rick did not start tonight. And John Guerrero did take his car behind the wall. I hate it for John as well. I mean, he wasn't in the playoffs, but still, it gets frustrating getting out here and getting caught up in things that ain't, it's kind of outside your control, I guess you could say. So going through the rest of the field, Michael Pratt in 11th, Sean Wilder, playoff player, in the 12th spot. Paul Servant 13th, Dana Osborne 14th, Sean Stevens 15th, David Overstreet 16th, Mark Mann 17th, Alex Gibbon 18th, Russ Hancock 19th, and Bob Fitzgerald 20th. We had 22 drivers start the race, and we are down to 20 still in the race. So there's the pace car diving off down to the safety pit road. Here we go, folks. Green flag back out on the loud pedal. 44 of Anthony English to the inside. 55 of, that is Dean Wilkerson there on the outside. Good battling going on up here. Adam Kilday trying to push Anthony up there, but you got that 69 there of Dusty Burkhart trying to push Dean out to the front. Anthony has led 11 laps. Looking to see, Dean has not led a lap, looking to lead his first lap. Anthony English, Dean Wilkerson, Adam Kilday, Dustin Burkhart. That's Doug Johnson, Andrew Schroeder. That's the 84, Lynn McNeese, 66 there of Bubba Winningham. 56 of Mike Edgerton, 91 of Sean Wilder. One of our playoff chase drivers. Got to give a shout out to Joshua Medlock. For helping me get the chase driver bars set up. Speaking of the devil, Josh Medlock joining me up here in the booth. Josh, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Steven. Yeah, I'm just loading in now, getting everything ready to rock and roll. Trucks, Daytona, looks like these guys are having a blast.
Yeah, we had 22 drivers to start. 2 of them have taken it behind the wall, John Guerrero. Rick Seabrands, unfortunately, one of our playoff drivers, unable to start the race for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there or what happened, but good battling going on. Josh, been pretty much side-by-side battles. We've had 2 cautions so far, so it's not been too bad of a race. We've had 7 lead changes.
Not bad. It looks like there's still a pretty good group out there. I mean, they're all in a pack from what I'm seeing. I am loaded in, getting everything squared away right now. But, I mean, it still looks like, 20 drivers out there. That's still a pretty good field for Daytona. So.
Well, yeah, and with CFM, these guys, they're usually get 20, anywhere from 20 to 26 a race. So pretty decent turnout. Ooh, Dusty Burkhart falling back. Not sure what's going on there. They've only been out 5 laps. They're probably about 16 laps, and then they'll start pitting. We've had, well, we started to have a green flag pit stop, and then a caution came out. Get back up here on the front real quick. You see Anthony English and Adam Kilday there just trying to pull away from the field, but Dean Wilkerson, man, it's been up there pretty much all night, you know, trying to take that lead. Driver bar pulled up here.
Yeah.
So Dean has finally led 3 laps. He was chasing that first lap lead. And before you say anything, yes, I know my window is up and it won't get rid of it.
Your window.
Yeah, ATVO was giving me fits to start and couldn't quite figure out what was going on, and then I had to shut ATVO down, restart it, and when I did that, it was behind my iRacing window.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Hey, as long as you got the broadcast going, I don't think these guys really care.
I don't think so. We got 7 out there. I know Braden said he was going to be watching but not talking. He's going to get them headaches checked out.
Yeah.
Going through our top 10, Josh, right now, Anthony English, Doug Johnson, Adam Kilday, Dusty Burkhart, 4 of our playoff drivers in our top 4 spots. Of course, Dean Wilkerson trying to get that win. Well, Bubba Winningham just took over that 5th spot. Dean Wilkerson, Andrew Schroeder, 6th and 7th, and then Sean Wilder, Lynn McNeese, Les Levy, Dana Osborne. 4 more of our playoff drivers, 8 through 11. Paul Servon, our pole sitter, started, of course, and then he has dropped back to 14th. Dana Osborne was having some blinking problems bad earlier, but I don't think that's been much of an issue here last few laps.
Well, I've noticed too, you know, and I've noticed this throughout, you know, OP, and of course, you know, when I do get a chance to watch you, that, you know, some drivers have a lot of problems, especially when they're pacing. And I think that's because of the connections got to run a little bit faster to, you know, because it's a slower speed. You know, now they're, you know, up to speed, they shouldn't have any problem. So it looks like the 3, Paul Servant just blinked out a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it looks like, you know, for the most part, everybody's okay.
Yeah, actually, you know, it's surprising. I haven't seen our favorite blinker blink out tonight. He's going to kill me for that one. You know that, right?
Oh, I know it. Where is he at right now?
He's sitting in first place right now.
Oh, there he is, right there. Yep. 44. Now what, you know, I got in here late, so I'm kind of unfamiliar with their pit stops here, you know, their fuel load and, you know, how roughly long they can go on fuel. Looks like they only do 80 laps, so.
Well, they're at 50% fuel level, so
wow.
50% fuel. I was guessing somewhere around 18 to 20 laps. But they started doing green flag pit stops at 16. So I don't know if they were trying to do a short run or what their strategy was. You know what I mean? I haven't really got to talk to anybody. Was able to interview the pole sitter, but like I said, I was having so many issues. They tried to, iRacing tried to jump to 3 screens again, and
oh, gee.
Yeah, I went in and done that setting earlier to where space bar. Yeah, none of that worked. It all went reverted back to the original.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back into there and create a couple of INI files so that you can just drag and drop and go and be done with it. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so we'll take care of that for you at later on before next week for sure. Feels odd being second chair.
It does, don't it? It feels odd for me too, because usually when we're together, you're the one doing all the talking and I'm the one in second chair. So, man, Dusty is trying to push that 38 machine of Doug Johnson up to the front. Of course, Doug was our LCQ, our last chance qualifier driver to get in after last week's race.
Wow, so he barely made it in, but hey, he made it in.
He made it.
All that matters is getting in. So.
He finished 7th last week to clinch that 16th spot. So, awesome job to Doug. Congratulations to him. Really, congratulations to all of our drivers that made the chase the playoffs.
Looks like half the field, if not, well, more than half the field's in the playoff. Looks like that's about all we got is playoff drivers.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Dean, let's see here. Dean Wilkinson, David Overstreet, Alex Giffen, Schroeder, Fitzgerald, Pratt, and Edgerton. That would be Mike Edgerton, looks like. The ones that are out here on the train, that's it. That's the drivers that's not in the playoffs. So
you're right.
And then that's not saying anything bad about them, Steve.
Oh, no.
But, they are out here. They're trying to help their teammates or teammate that's in the chase. So,
well, let me see. We haven't done one of these in a while. Now, I've got a few drivers, Josh, that don't mind doing green flag interviews. Bubba being one of them, but looks like they're fixing to maybe start hitting again. They're all getting back down in that single file line.
Yeah.
So
that's what it looks like to me.
You see Dusty Burkhart just dropped down in front of David Overstreet there. Doug kind of left Doug out there hanging out there to drive, but oh, easy there. Doug trying to make a spot that wasn't there. We're 3 wide here.
Oh, man.
Doug in the middle.
He's in the sucker hole. That's a bad spot to be in.
Well, 99 Alex Giffen and that 45 machine there, Michael Pratt. Now, I've got to give Michael, props. He has been doing pretty well. But you see that 99 Alex Giffen is falling back. Mark the man dropping down to that inside line. Mike Edgerton coming around. You're going to probably see Alex just drop it down right there.
Man, I'm still
coming down pit road. Alex is coming down pit road. Not sure. He's been out here, 17 laps, so... kind of one of those things where you don't really want to come down pit road by yourself, but getting back up here to the front, Josh Anthony still up front, getting pushed there or getting drafted, I guess you could say, there by Adam Kilday, Dean Wilkerson, Dusty Burkhart. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, big field, big group coming down.
Trying to get to Anthony, Adam, Dean, Andrew Schroeder, Sean Stevens, Bob Fitzgerald. There's 56 of Mike Edgerton. Excuse me, guys. I got a tickle in my throat.
I would expect the rest of this group to come down this time, or most of them, if not all of them.
Well, I figured these guys will probably pit this time. That's kind of been the MO, but here comes Dusty. Yep, here they come. Whoa, get her slowed down there, David. He was coming in hot. Oh!
We almost had a boo-boo on pit road.
Just about, but looks like everybody kind of made it through good. It was pretty much the rest of the field. These three guys get hooked. Oh, good. Big shot there by Dean. On to Anthony. Just says, okay, we're going to hook up here. I think Dean's got him on the radio. Says, Anthony, drop that tow hook and just pull me.
You're right. Yeah, I was going to say more like a train hitch, but you know.
That other group now coming off a pit road, but these leaders here, or this group here, has got the run. Guys coming off pit road, got to be careful. Brayden in the. I didn't know you was in the book, Josh.
I didn't know either. I better not be in a book.
America's Most Wanted book or something.
Oh, hey, whoa, no. America's top 3, I guess.
Lord.
Most hated. Oh man, it looks like Kill Day now, right behind that Anthony.
Yeah, Dean just kind of fell back. That is 3 of the 16 chase drivers there in that pack. That would be Anthony English, Adam Kilday, and Sean Stevens. Dean better be careful. He's going to fall out of that draft. Looks like he's just barely hanging on to that draft. Looking back here, David Overstreet's leading this next pack. Oh, easy, fellas. A little bit of off-center push there by Lynn. I think maybe David got a little bit offline a little bit, Josh, is what it looked like to me.
Yeah, if you do not hit square, you know, it could upset not only the truck or the vehicle in front of you that you're pushing. Look at the line of cars behind them. You know, but you yourself as a driver can get bent out of shape. So you've got to hit square with them if you're going to give them a shove.
Yeah, talk about that line behind them. That's Les Levy, Dana Osborne. That's Russ Hancock, Doug Johnson, Bubba Winningham, Michael Pratt, and Paul Servant. That's the pace car. Alex Giffen did get hooked up with Bob Fitzgerald and Mike Edgerton. That's going to round out our 20 truck field.
Yep, John Guerrero and Rick Seabrand's unfortunately out. Of course, they got one more race, so, you know, well, Rick does, you know, one more race in this round, so,
yeah, and like I said at the beginning, you wasn't here, but Rick did win the regular season points championship.
regular season champion, so.
So big shout out and congratulations to Rick for that. As Matt likes to call him, Mr. Consistent, Mr. Reliable.
Mr. Reliable.
Well, he's you can almost count on him being, you know, and Rick and Mark both, you know, they run together, so they always start in the back with this group. I don't think they qualified, but maybe once or twice over the regular season. And Rick's got, you know, several wins on the season, so. Yeah, you can almost count on him being up front just about at the end of every race.
Yeah, speaking of Mark, Mark's up here hanging out with, it looks like, Lynn McNee, Sean Wilder, Dusty Burkhart, David Overstreet. You know, in this kind of the mid-pack, 6 through 10. So, got a couple of packs here. They, you know, after pit stop, Steven, they kind of just spread out a little bit.
Yeah, you know, with Daytona though, Josh, it's pretty easy to do.
All it takes is one boo-boo though, and you're right back together.
Exactly. Of course, we seen what they did coming onto pit road. Very, very treacherous. Got to get it shut down, so you don't get that black flag for speeding on the pits.
Oh man, black flag at Daytona or Daygo or iRacing Super Speedway. Oh my gosh, it's rough.
Yeah, and this group right here, led by Les Levy, is actually catching up to that group in front of them with Lynn McNeese, and that's the 91 there of, I believe that is Sean Wilder, Mark Mann, Dusty Burkhart, and David Overstreet. Oh, Lynn jumping up high.
Yeah. Oh, looks like Lynn may be falling back behind the 68 here of Overstreet. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he, and of course they may just be kind of switching it up a little bit to get, you know, keep them cooled down too, because these trucks will get hot.
They don't get as hot as the Xfinity.
No, they don't. But you know, when you're running this close, of course, I don't know why my volume got real quiet.
Probably the camera angle.
Could be. And there goes the 91 of Sean Wilder. But I mean, we got really good temperatures. I mean, air temp is 69, track temp's only 72.
Yeah.
I think they used realistic weather settings.
Got a little bit of a headwind, it looks like, about out of the southeast, so.
Yeah, it actually went up. It was about 2 mile an hour earlier. About 4 mile an hour east-southeast. But not too bad, though, sir. Not too bad.
Got tail end going into one, and then you've got, looks like you're running into the wind going out of two onto the back stretch, if my directions are correct.
We're back up here on front. Anthony English still out front. There's lit 30 laps. Adam Kilday right behind him. Andrew Schroeder right behind Adam, our top three. 27 there. That would be Sean Stevens and Dean Wilkinson in that 55 machine, leading this front pack, or in this front pack, I should say.
Looks like Mark Mann falling behind Lynn McNeese now. And just kind of doing a little swip swapping. It looks like that's about all they're doing.
Yeah, probably just trying to keep some clean air, some fresh air into those engines. Definitely don't want nobody popping right now, that's for sure.
No. Well, Adam, though, has been all over the back end of Anthony for a few laps. It'll be, you know, he's probably getting ready to maybe switch it up. But he's backing off a little bit, too, I've noticed, to let air get in, at least with these trucks. And I'm sure you've noticed it, too, calling the races, you know, on Sundays. And then with me, you know, you don't really have to move out a whole lot in the trucks to get air.
No, and it's just like we were talking about here a while back. I think we were talking about this on another broadcast. I think it was a Saturday broadcast. You know, if you just peek it out to the right side a little bit, you get the air into that radiator, you know, get your water temps cooled down, and then peek it out to the left side a little bit, and that gets your oil temps down. So, of course, he's not, I mean, he's right on him, but he's only getting nose to bumper on, almost on the corner and on the back stretch. And apparently I loaded up the wrong the wrong camera.
It's alright. Looks like we've got to stack up back here. That's the Bruin side by side with Bubba Winningham, Russ Hancock, Dana Osborne, So they're going side by side back here. It's around the 11th spot, just outside of the top 10, actually.
Yeah, Les Levy is actually in that 11th spot, and right now they're about almost 6 seconds behind the group in front of them. Les Levy, Bubba Winningham, Dana Osborne, Russ Hancock, Doug Johnson, that's Michael Pratt, and Paul Overstreet. That's a country singer. Paul Servant.
I think David Overstreet just got a brother.
I think so. Oh, man. I hadn't seen Mr. Matt Wagner tonight, so I don't know if he's got something going on or what the deal is. So,
Sure,
oh, easy there, boys. We're
Yup.
getting bumping door to door.
3 wide, almost 4 wide there for a second, boy. That was a little scary. I got
Yeah.
back there as soon as it happened.
That was between Les Levy and Bubba Winningham. Of course, you know, when you got side by side, it can go 3 wide, 4 wide pretty quickly.
Yep.
But Dana Osborne does drop it down right behind Russ Hancock. See if Bubba's going to do the same thing, or is he going to just hang out there? But it looks like maybe, well, it looked like maybe Doug was going to let him in, but
I think he wanted to stay out there with Michael. Because Pratt's behind Bubba. And Pratt's going to drop it down, leave Bubba out there to dry.
sure is. Bubba should drop it down behind Michael here. There he goes.
Yep.
Well, let's get back up on the front. Anthony English still out front. Adam Kilday right behind him. Andrew Schroeder, Sean Stevens, and Dean Wilkinson. Oh, we're coming down pit road. Green flag pit stops again. That's all that whole front group there. Anthony, Adam, Andrew, Sean, Dean.
Doesn't look like the other second group's coming down. Burkhardt, Overstreet, McNeese, Mann, or Wilder.
Nope, they're all staying out. Looks like that other group, Mike Edgerton, Bob Fitzgerald, Alex Giffen, they all decided to drop down. What do we got?
Mike Edgerton. Something happened coming off of pit road to Mike. I think he got on the loud pedal a little bit too hard, and it shot him right back down. No yellow, but
I don't see any damage. Did he hit the wall?
no, he didn't hit the wall, but he got on the loud pedal too hard, and it shot him right down, right back down.
Well, that's going to let that lead group that was out front around him. That's going to give that lead there to Dusty Burkhardt, which, again, Dusty is the sponsor of tonight's race, A&W Compressor 200. Again, we are round 1 of the playoffs.
So he's sponsoring tonight's race.
He is sponsoring tonight's race, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, he can't win then.
Yeah.
If he wins, it's rigged. Oh no!
Uh-oh, what we got?
Bubba has a black flag.
Oh, yes, he does. Wonder what he got black flag for.
I'm gonna rewind it here, and I would imagine probably speeding on pit road, coming in on pit road. I don't think he locked it down enough.
Well, if he was speeding, then that'll be a 40-second hold. And
He's already up to 40 seconds, so
well, if he had, they do the pit stop and then the 40 seconds, so let's see if he kind of keeping an eye on him here.
he's still on pit road. 50. It's right at a minute. Wow. Oh, there he comes. Doug Johnson across the grass.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and it looks like something is happening to Doug. Looks like he was all wobbly and
He got a meatball flag.
yeah. Yes, he does. Oh,
Well, let's go ahead and do a.
he towed it.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dusty Burkhart got spun around as well.
Oh, and no yellow.
Well, he.
It's like a
I'm
lot
looking at. Yeah, I was looking at Doug right there.
yeah.
Not sure what happened to Doug.
I think I just seen smoke from Doug's engine on the stream there. I think he blew an engine.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, he does have his fast repairs, so you know, and he
man,
did
that
use
hurt.
it. So
Yeah,
he is
he's-
actually moving again. So
That hurts.
yeah, it does. Especially being in the playoff picture. I mean, I don't think it's so bad with 2 races in the first round, but he's going to have to finish well enough in the next round to be able to advance to the round of 8.
Yeah. We'll get the win if they're doing that.
Yep.
You
And
know,
I still didn't get
win.
any clarification on that because, like I said, I was going to get with David on that before the race, and man, I was having so many problems. And it was just I didn't even get to catch any of the qualifying except for the last probably 20 seconds.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and yell it. 20 to go already here
It
tonight.
is. Wow.
I figured I'd jump in here and help you, I guess. I mean, these guys right now, I guess, just really running down. Now, that would be their final pit stop, wouldn't it? Let's see here. 20 laps to go. They've already been out here at about 5 laps. You're looking at about 25 laps.
I don't know if they could go 25 laps though, because they've been pitting around 18. So, but running through our leaders here: Anthony English, Adam Kilday, Dean Wilkinson, Andrew Schroeder, Sean Stevens, Mike Edgerton. Is a lap down, but he is catching up to that lead pack. And then Sean Wilder here in 6th with David Overstreet, Mark Mann, and Lynn McNeese in this fork truck group. And then Dana Osborne, Michael Pratt. Why did Okay, so Bubba is a lap down. Bob Fitzgerald and Alex Giffen. Alex is actually the last car on the lead lap. Anthony English has led 42 laps.
Jeez.
Unbelievable.
I've got him on leading 32, so.
Well, you came in about 12 laps behind, so
Nah.
you're 12 laps down there, buddy.
Just a little bit.
Hey, Eric out there in chat.
I already licked it.
I wanted to say something about him yanking the like button last night. I thought I was going to tell him he better stop yanking that like button. He's going to go blind. I think I just broke Joshua. With 17 to go, Josh. And really, it's a good racing. I mean, all in all, Sean Wilder here, he is in 6th. David Overstreet 7th. Mark Mann 8th. And Lynn McNeese 9th. And then they jump back here to the 62 of Les Levy, rounding out our top 10. But You know, Les, Dana, Russ, they're all playoff drivers, so you know they're just trying to finish, you know, in that top 16, and really that's where they need to be at going into, you know, next week's race.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I think with Mr. C Brands, I think it's a you know, top 5 or go home, you know, type situation.
Well, it could be kind of a do or die situation, you know. He might be so far back too. We don't know how it's going to stack up points wise, but he might have to get the win to get in.
It's possible.
You know, if he's so far back, and that could go, you know, unfortunately, I have to say it with like Doug Johnson, possibly Bubba Winningham too. You know, they might be so far back, they might have to, you know, get the win to, you know, make it into the next round. You know, it's just going off from what I'm seeing. I don't know how it all, you know, how they do it over here. First time over here with CFM, so you know.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. We'll find that out whenever the points do get updated. But we're gonna get back up here on the front. Watch these guys. We are 15 to go. Really not a lot of action throughout the field. We're coming up on some slower traffic. See if these guys get out of the way, or yep, they went up high. Just said y'all guys can have that bottom side. That is Bob Fitzgerald and Alex Giffen. So that puts them, the first 2 cars, or Mike Edgerton and Bob Fitzgerald, Alex Giffen and Bubba Winningham are all a lap down.
Yeah, it looks like drivers are down pit road. David Overstreet, Mark Mann, Les Levy, Michael Pratt.
Yep.
Looks like a lot of drivers down for the final time. So,
well, that was going to be that back group.
maybe they know something we don't.
Well, that's going to tell me that Anthony English and them are going to have to pit. Because they've been out here 12 laps.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a big group of trucks right there. Starting with Anthony. Adam Kilday, Dean Wilkinson.
No mistakes on pit road.
Yep, Andrew Schroeder, Sean Stevens, of course Mike Edgerton, Bob Fitzgerald. And here comes the leaders now. Kind of keeping an eye. Ooh, Sean got a little bit wide there. Oh no, 55 at 27. That's Dean Wilkinson and Sean Stevens. It looks like they were able to get inside that commitment cone before that little incident, Josh. So no black flags.
Wow, they got lucky on that.
Yes, they did. I'm not seeing anything on ATVO. So that's 4 cars that was able to come out. Oh, Schroeder did get a black flag. Probably speeding off a pit road. Oh, that's got to hurt. Looking at Andrew right now. Yep, looks like he might have got caught speeding coming off a pit road. But here comes that other group. Dusty Burkhart, Bubba Winningham, Doug Johnson, Paul Servant. And here comes Andrew Schroeder. Coming down pit road. Keep an eye on that if you would for me. See what he serves.
Let's see, Schroeder. He just entered his pit box, so. And he's dropping. Looks like he is pulling out. Black flag, no more. So it must have been cleared.
Well, no, because if it was speeding off or unsafe pit exit, it's only a 15-second hold.
Yeah, just, yeah, 8 and 16.1, 36.2 altogether. It's like Giffen coming down now, so.
Well, that's going to put Dusty up in that lead spot. He is chewing on Bubba Winningham's bumper, trying to get a gap between him and Anthony. But Anthony's got help with Adam Kilday as Doug Johnson stays up high. Man, look at that gap.
Yeah, Burkhart and, Burkhart's right up here. Anthony, though, Anthony and company is coming. Anthony, Adam, Paul, Dean. Dusty Burkhart has got, let's see here, Bubba right up ahead of him.
Dusty has opened up about a 1-second gap between him and Anthony.
Yeah, but Anthony's got a lot of trucks around him.
Yeah. You see Dusty, he's just using Bubba there as a shield, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, who is that? Paul Servant.
Man, Paul come flying up in there.
Dusty and Bubba all down pit road. So they had to pit. They had to come down. Yeah.
Well, Mark Mann has taken over that. Well, he's up to 4th now. Got Sean Wilder in 5th, Lynn McNeese 6th, David Overstreet 7th. Mike Edgerton is 1 lap down and running in 18th. So, well, that is going to put Anthony back up into that lead, but he does have some trucks in front of him to help. I don't know if it'll help him or hurt him. Dirty air, but see Doug Johnson coming down pit road now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Alex Giffen has been out 2 laps, so he's going to be able to make it. We are 7 or 6 to go. We're coming to 6 to go.
I think everybody will be able to make it now.
Well, I think even these guys will be able to make it now, so.
7 and 7's 14. I think Mark Mann. Well, the guys that have been out here from Mark Mann all the way back to Michael Pratt have been out here 7 laps. I think they can make it too. So.
I believe they can.
Oh, they get 2 fast repairs in.
Yes, they get 2 here. Yep.
Okay. Little different from
OP. Yep.
From OP. Yeah.
All right, Josh. We are 6 to go. Yeah, Eric, those 2 guys, Dusty Burkhart and Bubba, was hooked up. I mean, Dusty did open up almost a 2-second gap on Anthony and Adam and them, so we're kind of keeping an eye on that. But Mark Mann, they're about 10 seconds behind Adam and them, so I don't think they're going to be, unless something happens up front, I don't think they're going to be.
As you would tell me, shush it.
I said as long as nothing happens. I didn't say what.
Oh, well, do you want me to say it?
No, I don't want you to say it, because then we're going to have 13 GWCs. Actually,
how many do they have over here?
They only run 2, so they get 2 fast repairs, 2 GWC attempts, and just like OP, they do 1 qualifying lap.
Well, that is a far cry from 13 GWCs.
Well, I mean, I kind of exaggerated a little bit.
A little bit?
Just a little.
They're by like, what is it?
All right, Eric, you keep that up out there in chat, Eric. I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Uh-oh, what's he doing?
You just read it. I'm not saying it.
No, no.
So we are 4 to go, folks. Wrapping it up here. Again, round 1 of the playoffs, top 16. Anthony English, Adam Kilday, Dean Wilkinson, Mark Mann, Sean Wilder, Lynn McNeese, David Overstreet, Russ Hancock, Les Levy, and Dana Osborne, your top 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers outside of the top 10 that are in the playoffs. So if they don't have a good showing here, they will definitely need something or the win next week. Once we find out what the point standings are going to be like, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's really going to determine, you know, and also car count too. A lot of people don't know this, but car count plays a factor. It sometimes can play a huge factor in, you know, where you need to finish at to get in, you know,
Yep.
or do you need to lead a lap to get a point, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So the bigger the car count next week, you know, better for some drivers that need to get in. Of course, if they get the win, and that's what they do when you're in, then then they got that taken care of.
No, Eric, next week is the second race of the first round of playoffs, top 16. And then after next week, as we go to 2 to go here, Josh, next week will be, after next week, it'll be the second round of playoffs cut to the top 8.
Yep, 16, 8, and then
The top 4
4. Yep.
for the championship. Yep.
And then, of course, the final 4, they do not have to win the race to be the champion. 2 to go, come to the white flag. I'll let you finish it out here, but
yeah, you're right. They don't have to win the race to win the championship. They just got to beat the person behind them. But as we're coming up to the start-finish line, white flag in the air. Anthony English out front, Adam Kilday right behind him. Really not much competition that's really going to affect these guys. But I say that, and you look to the outside, right behind that 99 machine is that 55 truck of Dean Wilkinson.
yep.
Wilkinson trying to throw an upset, non-points or non-playoff driver, trying to get the victory tonight.
And that does, 55 back. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think he realized he is not in the playoffs, but looks like it's going to be an easy win. I don't know. Here comes Adam, but yep. That's going to be it, folks. Anthony English, our winner tonight. Adam Kilday in second. And for some reason, Lynn McNeese jumped to third.
It's because Dean Wilkinson stopped, got onto the apron, and slowed down below the line, almost stopped prior to the start-finish line.
Wow.
And let everybody go around. Yep.
And he didn't have to.
No, he didn't have to. So really don't fully understand it, but okay.
Wow. So Anthony English, Adam Kilday, Lynn McNeese. As Anthony is burning it up on that front straightaway into the grass. Well, folks, give us just a minute. We will get our top 3 up for our post-race interview. If I can get this thing to work right. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. We have caught up with our top three. If I can get my camera to Mr. Lynn McNeese's car here. Give me just 1 second, folks. And it looks like Lynn, well, let's rewind it. We just got to do it the hard way here, folks. We'll get to hats off to, got to give a hats off to Mr. Dean Wilkinson. He did not have to do what he did, but he did drop back and pretty much gave the third place finish to our next driver here. Probably caught him in mid-conversation. Lynn, man, awesome job. You started 22nd, finished third. Was kind of watching that battle up front. Non-points driver Dean Wilkinson just pretty much shut it down, and that just got you up into third place.
Yeah, I was surprised to be in third. I did, thanks Dean for dropping out like that. But I hate to see him do it. He should have finished, stayed on up there and run with the guys. Good to see Anthony win it.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's hats off to him. I mean, he's not in the points race, but he still could have, finished in the top three. But I don't know. I'll have to get with him next week and find out what his thinking was on that. But, man, let's talk about the race tonight. I mean, you guys kind of got spread out a little bit. A couple of green flag pit stops there. Now, one thing I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys before the race because I was having some issues with iRacing and ATVO. But what was y'all's fuel like?
Shoot, I remember we wasn't too bad. I mean, we was doing good on the fuel laps there. I think Anthony and Adam there, they had a good group. And they pitted on green there before us, and they just had a lot better pit stop than we was able to get in and out in those few seconds. But we lost. They was able to stay together and made up, and we couldn't ever get caught back up.
Well, I know you guys was in a pretty good group there for a little while with you, and I think Sean Wilder, Mark Mann, David Overstreet, Bubba Winningham. We noticed you guys was kind of flip-flopping who was up front. Was y'all just trying to keep everybody cooled down?
Yeah, with the guy behind was pushing so hard, he was getting his temperatures up. So to keep from taking risk of blowing their engine, we just kind of rotating there. And Dusty was with us for the longest there, so he had a bad pit stop and kind of got him off away from us. So, but that was our thought was we could just keep pushing and rotate and wouldn't take a chance of blowing up a truck.
Well, pit stops, just like any other track, are very important. This one is no different. Coming off of turn 4 there, you're at high rate of speed, and I know, these trucks are so light, you got to be careful about getting on the brakes, because it will get you loose and get you spun around. So let's talk about that just a second. The pit entrance, track temperatures was pretty cool. Wasn't real high, a real hot track temperature, so might have been not as tacky as say a higher temperature. Was you having any problems with the pit entrance?
Yeah, after the tires, we was running those green stops. When tires was getting worn a lot faster, and you'd come down in there and trying to hit the brakes, and they would want to be a little lighter in the back, want to slide. You had kind of be a little cautious, more cautious trying to come out of the pits than it was going in because it was real slick coming out.
Yeah, we did notice a few people had some issues. We had a few little black flags, look like maybe either unsafe pit exit or speeding off a pit road. But for the most part, man, you had some pretty good pit stops, and it sure showed tonight. I mean, like I said, you started 22nd. You did get that third place spot. Awesome job, buddy. So I'm going to go ahead and give the mic to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give?
I got to thank David Overstreet for giving me the push there at the end, and Mark and Sean was all working together there. But I know they come down to the last lap, was trying to get those extra points if I could. And David Overstreet, he just got behind me and pushed and got me up there in front of them, just barely beat Mark Man across the line. So definitely want to thank Anthony, or congratulate him for winning it, and Adam for second. Appreciate you up there putting on a good show, and everybody over here behind the scenes that put on a good race for everybody.
Well, I appreciate that, Lynn, and awesome job. You know, you got the victory last week, and then very special to you, I'm sure, last week, but definitely a good week this week. So uh, good luck. I mean, we got one more week of playoffs. I think we are at Talladega next week.
I really ain't sure. I hadn't looked. I know they was talking about voting in for Super Bowl night, so we got to. I guess we'll do the ad on Facebook and see who all wants to race on Super Bowl or not race.
Oh, is that on the? That's on the second.
Yeah, it'll be coming up what in 2 weeks.
Yep. Well, next week will be February the 2nd, so
Yeah, the week after.
it'll be the week after. That'll be the first round or first race of the round two at Atlanta. So may or may not broadcast that night. We'll see. But congratulations, Talladega next week. Any thoughts on Talladega?
Whew, I like the Talladega. It's a little bigger track, got a little more room. You can run three wide there, and hopefully we can all stay together and have some good races without getting us spread out and making your job easy up there.
Well, y'all definitely made it easy tonight, Lynn. Well, congratulations, buddy. Go celebrate, and we'll see what happens next week.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
See you, bud. All right, folks, that's going to bring us up to our second place finisher tonight. If I can get my stuff to work. Luckily, we're not catching these guys in mid conversation. But Adam Kilday, man, second place tonight. Get back up here to where I can find your truck. Man, y'all had a great run going there. Some good green flag pit stops tonight. Started fifth, finished second. You stayed pretty much right there the whole night, pushing Anthony. But man, let's talk about your race. How'd it feel to you?
Yeah, I mean, shoot. In the start, we were just chilling, driving around on the top side, and we just the first caution came out, and we just topped off for fuel, and I took rights on one of the stops just so I would have a fresher set of right sides, and then just take lefts for the remainder of the pit stops. But yeah, luckily me, Anthony, Andrew, Dean, and I believe Sean Stevens, we had a good breakaway on one of the green flag stops, and we were able to keep it nice and tight up in the front to create a gap from the rest of the field. I think there was some unfortunate pit stops for some of the other guys throughout the race. They weren't able to, I don't know, they weren't able to come out together as tight in their stops, so it's made it more fortunate for us in the front to kind of extend that lead out further, which happened to be the case. And yeah, I was just trying to be patient, sitting at the second position, pushing Anthony. So it was only when I felt I was more comfortable on temps coming out of turn two if I was going to push him heavily all the way down in the three. So I didn't want to try to push the temps too far, create a checkup in the line that caused someone getting hooked. So that's usually what could go wrong if a small mistake and that big gap you create. Just all that work could be done for nothing if something
Right.
happens. So yeah, we played it safe, and it turned out to work out for us in the end.
Well, one thing I did want to ask you about, Dusty there, Burkhart ended up opening up almost a 2 second gap on you guys with him and Bubba, but it looked like he might have not had enough fuel and had to take a late pit, which you guys had to run with that group. But was you any concerned about that gap opening up any wider, or was you pretty confident that you guys could kind of maintain about a 1.5 second gap, really?
Anthony felt pretty confident in the gap, so I was just listening to him, and yeah. So if he felt confident, I felt confident. And, at that point, we were just cruising. So
Well,
it was
go ahead.
what was that? At that point, it was like 12 seconds, and then a 12-second gap, and then it increased to like 14 second or so. And on the last run, we were like, we can run out the tank for as long as we wanted since we were still gaining time in a way. So that's pretty much a what the case was before our last green flag stop we had, and yeah, fortunate for us to really not get another yellow, because that would have sucked, because that would have
Yeah,
stacked us all back up. But
we had some people out in chat using that bad word of the yellow, and I was like, y'all need to hush up out there. We were having a good race going.
yeah, I'm usually not on the positive end of these type of finishes, but sometimes it's good to see a big field like cross the line 2 wide, 3 wide, for the finish. But I'm pretty sure the broadcast would like to see something like that as well. But yeah, we came out with this one, so yeah, it worked.
Yep. Well, one more thing I wanted to visit with you about Dean Wilkinson. Had a pretty good run with Alex Giffen there to y'all's outside. Was actually up into that P2 spot in between you and Anthony, but I don't know if it was because I'll have to get with him next week to find out. But it almost looked like because he wasn't in the playoffs, he decided to back out of it, shut it down, which gave Lynn the third place finish. What was your thoughts on that?
I'm like, I wish I would have seen probably him falling back sooner. That I could have jumped up sooner to the second lane and maybe make a challenge or a push for the win. But yeah, I didn't want to cause nothing crazy coming to the line, like pulling out and getting too close to Anthony's right rear net coating or some weird thing.
Right.
So,
Which we've had a lot of here lately.
yeah, the trucks, they're more lenient with that, unlike the B car. So I don't know what's going on. I think this round is all the trucks, and then next round's Xfinity.
Yep, we got Talladega next week in the trucks, and then round 2 of the playoffs. We are at well, right now I think it's up in the air because that's Super Bowl Sunday on the 9th.
Yeah,
and so,
everyone's going to be watching that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we may push everything back a week. We'll see what
Awesome.
everybody votes on. But awesome job tonight, man. You stayed up front pretty much the whole night. I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give?
Yeah, well, shout out to CFM Speedway Monkeys. Thank you guys for bringing all this back for us. Shout out to Stephen Lane, MaxspeedTV. You for doing the broadcast, man. Appreciate your time. Shout out to Anthony English for the win. Shout out to the guys in Discord. It's me, Anthony, Mark Mann, and Andrew Schroeder. And yeah, that should about do it, man.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, man. Go celebrate your second place finish tonight. And, man, we got one more week of round 1 at Talladega, and we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll do. Take it easy, dude.
All right, buddy.
All right.
All right, so that is going to bring us to our winner tonight, Mr. Anthony English. Man, what can we say? You were dominant. You led 58 laps. You started 4th. Pretty much stayed, with your pusher there, Adam, all night. Y'all had that big group. Couple things I wanted to talk to you about. First off, was happy birthday, belated birthday. I think yesterday was it, but happy belated birthday, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Steven.
I know I've got some stuff going on. I lost my uncle Friday night or Thursday night, and we're dealing with funeral arrangements on that. But I just kind of had a lot of stuff going on last night, so I didn't get to stick around for the broadcast a whole lot. But a couple things I want to talk about tonight, though. First off, Dean Wilkinson. I don't know if you were able to see him or what he did. You may go back and watch the broadcast, but I got to get with Dean to find out what the thought process. But he was on y'all's outside with Alex Giffen. Had to run. Actually, was running up almost up into that P2 spot, and coming out of turn 4 or right before turn 3, he just said, okay. He backed out of it, dropped down to the apron, which allowed Lynn to take that third place spot. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he was just being a good teammate. I think they noticed that they weren't going to have the run on me and Adam that they wanted, and so he ended up since he wasn't able to get the win. I think he just pulled down to not interfere too much with the points and let those other points playoff guys who were in the range of him to get up there and get some more points. Which great team player on his part too, doing that for some of his team guys, but. That's my thoughts. I mean, I could be completely wrong. That's my thoughts.
You know, he may have run out of fuel. I don't know, but I don't think so because looking at this, he was out at the same amount of lap as you guys. I think he pitted with y'all and everything. So, and I know you guys had enough fuel to finish that last, and still probably had a few laps left after that if it would have went to a GWC. But I think that's kind of my thought process as well. He wasn't in the playoffs and. I think he was like, okay, I'm not going to interfere with these playoff guys. I'm not in contention. So he basically just shut it down and went down and let Lynn take that P3 spot. But I wanted to talk a little bit about pit road. I know I talked to the other guys about it and about your fuel situation. 50% fuel. I was thinking somewhere around 20 laps, but you guys was pitting right around 16. Was that a strategy call, or was that just kind of where you guys was at on fuel?
Well, I mean, I don't have a saving fuel number for tonight because I didn't save anything the whole night. So I was only getting about 16 laps a tank out front and stuff there, and I was up front for most of that one run before we actually started all the green flag pit stops, and kind of ended up being the reason why me, Adam, Andrew. And there's other couple guys, I think Sean and Dean ended up pitting a lap before everybody else, and honestly ended up, I think that was probably with the fact that it went green, ended up being like the race winning decision. We were able to get out together as a pack, and then the rest of it was all Andrew and Adam. I just ran a smooth line. They kept their temps cool and just kept pushing the crap out of me, and we just kept gaining more and more distance. So I think tonight's race was definitely won through Andrew and Adam and staying cool and getting us some separation from the pack.
Well, speaking of separation, when you guys pitted, that kind of separated the field a little bit. You had a couple of big groups. Your group with you and Adam and Andrew and Dean, and I think Dusty Burkhart was there with you for a little while, but you guys pitted. Dusty stayed out, I think, or was in front of you guys, and actually ended up tagging up with Bubba Winningham, and Dusty was actually pulling away from y'all a little bit. I think he opened up like a 2-second gap. Was that ever a concern with you, or did you just...
No,
was you pretty confident?
No, that was on purpose.
Oh, okay.
That was on purpose. Yeah, when we rolled out of the pits and we seen that group coming and everything, we kind of didn't want to be a part of it, and we knew they were going to pit within the next few laps. So me, Adam, and those guys, we bagged it down. We let them get in front. We didn't want no incidents. We didn't want to bring out the caution or anything. So we just let them go, do their thing, let them pit, and then we went back to doing our thing.
Well, I was kind of curious. I was like, well, that's, I don't know. You got 4 or 5 trucks together against 2 trucks. They should have been able to draft around those guys pretty easy. But pit road strategy, though, pit stop strategy, and pit stops was crucial tonight. The pit road entrance was pretty treacherous, but I seen more guys also getting turned around or spinning tires on the exit. So from what you've seen and felt, how was the entrance exit for you?
It was fine for me. I mean, the trucks were stopping pretty good tonight, so we weren't having to do crazy stuff when entering. I mean, they stopped pretty good as long as you were hitting your marks and everything. And then just babying it on the way out. We didn't want to do anything stupid, especially after that first pit. We ended up with that little bit of separation. We were definitely babying our pit stops to the last 2 just to make sure we didn't get any flags or anything. And then somehow Andrew got a penalty anyways.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he should have been right up there with us. He should have finished 3rd or 4th or maybe even won it. But he definitely deserved a better finish for what he put into tonight and helping our pack separate from the other pack and stuff. So it sucks to see him get that flag. He definitely deserved a better finish than that.
Do you know what he got it for? Was it speeding or was it an unsafe exit?
I think it was unsafe exit. I think
Okay.
he just ticked over 60 coming out, and it flagged him. And it was just one of those crap deals for him. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. We were running great. We had a good strategy going on there, and the three of us, especially if Dean and Sean stayed with us, we're all at least guaranteed a top 5 if there wasn't a caution. So,
well, man, again, awesome run tonight. I think you actually qualified in the top 5 or somewhere right in there, and man, you just got up to the front, and like I said, you never looked back. You was pretty dominant the whole race. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mic over to you, Anthony. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give?
Yeah. Start with you guys, MaxspeedTV, and you, Steven. You guys do great. Or you. I don't know why I'm saying you guys. I'm usually used to Matt being up there with you every once in a while, I think. But you guys do a great job. We love having you on board and everything. And I do pass my condolences and thoughts and prayers to your family for your uncle, I think is who you said.
Yep.
Ended up passing the other day. I know that's really tough. We just went through something like this a week and a half ago, or actually I think it's 2 weeks ago now. But yeah, it's tough. So condolences and thoughts and prayers to you and your family and everything. And then big shout out to David O, Len, Russ, and all them guys that Bubba that run the CFM league and everything. They like I said, they do an amazing job. It's been a lot of fun, and I definitely can't complain. I mean, they've turned this whole league around and made it great again and stuff. So, big shout out to them. And then huge shout out to to Adam and Andrew. Like I said, Andrew should have got a little bit better finish and stuff, and he ended up getting that flag. But I definitely owe Adam and Andrew for doing what they did to be able to keep the packs getting separated and everything and keeping us rolling. So, big shout out to Andrew. And then Adam, I really owe one. Adam stuck with me till the end. He could have passed me that last lap and took the win and everything. So I definitely 100% owe Adam one. So you can see me, next week pushing the crap out of Adam, trying to, do the same thing back for him or whatnot. And then Mark too, because we had me, Mark, Andrew, and Adam and Chad. Mark ended up with a good finish. He ended up on a different little different pit strategy, and it kind of bit him. But it's good to see him finish up there in fourth too. So good points tonight for all of us. Points guys on our channel and everything. Can't really complain about that. And then shout out to Dusty for sponsoring tonight. A&W Compressor Mechanical Services Inc. for coming on board for the night and everything. That's awesome, them guys. And Buttkicker for everything they do for this league and all the other leagues that they help out with. They're a huge staple in a lot of these leagues now, and it's pretty awesome to see. And then all the family friends watching, my beautiful girlfriend, Rachel, who lets me do this all the time, love her to death. And to the Eagles. Go Eagles. Eagles going to the Super Bowl. So good day for me. Good day.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations again, and I appreciate the thoughts and condolences. It's going to be rough, but we're going to make it through. Talladega next week in the trucks. For the second race of the round 1 of the playoffs. Hopefully we'll see you there. And again, coming up for round 2, we don't know if we're going to have it yet or not. I think they're going to discuss that and figure out if they're going to move everything back a week because of Super Bowl. But we'll see what happens, man. But congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you much, Steven. Thank you very much. And you have a good night. And like I said, you need anything, you can even somebody to talk to, just message me. And everything. I know it can be tough going through the family deals and struggles with a loss in the family. So, my chat's always open for you.
All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. But go celebrate, brother. It's your night, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Steven. You have a good one.
You too, buddy. All right, so that was our winner, Anthony English. Going to try to get this wrapped up, so we're going to go ahead and get to our unofficial results, pending any admin stuff that they do. But congratulations again to Mr. Anthony English for tonight's victory. Led the most laps, 58 laps tonight. Adam Kilday there. You see the P by the name. That's their playoff. In their playoff, guys. So Adam Kilday there in second. Lynn McNeese pulling out that third place finish. Mark Mann coming in fourth. Sean Wilder fifth. David Overstreet sixth. Dean Wilkins, a big shout out to Dean. He didn't have to do what he did. I don't know if he run out of fuel or just like, well, I'm going to let these guys do what they do. So, but big shout out to Dean. Russ Hancock coming in eighth there, one of our playoff drivers. Ninth, Les Levy, another playoff. Dana Osborne was up towards the front, I believe, and finished in 10th. Michael Pratt in 11th. Shout out to Dusty Burkhart coming in 12th. Sponsored tonight's race. A&W Compressors, Inc. Good group of guys from what I understand. Dusty's a good dude. Glad to have him sponsoring tonight's race. Paul Servan, our pole sitter, finished in 13th. Sean Stevens, 14th. Andrew Schroeder, 15th. Alex Giffen, 16th. Bob Fitzgerald, 17th. Mike Edgerton in 18th. Bubba Winningham, 19th. Doug Johnson in 20th. John Guerrera, 21st. And Rick Seabrands, I don't think he even started the race, but he finished 22nd. So that is going to do it for tonight, folks. But again, congratulations to our winner. Tonight is Mr. Anthony English. Big shout out to CFM, to David O, all of our admins over here for doing what you guys do behind the scenes. Again, like Anthony said, without them, this league wouldn't be possible. Big shout out to Buttkicker sponsoring the league for this season. And, well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Next week at Talladega, in the trucks for round two of, or actually the second race of the round one of the playoffs. Again, big shout out to Josh Medlock for joining me up here in the booth for a little while. Appreciate it, Josh, for giving me a hand. All of our fans out there in chat, Eric, TW Motorsports, seen him out there. Of course, Joshua, Brendan Kennedy, Braden out there, Braden Koss out there in chat. Belva, seen Belva out there. Big shout out to everybody that joined us tonight. So, but that's going to do it for us tonight, folks, here on MaxspeedTV. TV. Until, let's see, I think Joshua comes back on Tuesday night. We'll be Downforce right here on MaxspeedTV. TV. I believe we are at, I want to say Gateway, but I could be wrong. But 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern, right here on MaxspeedTV. TV. Until Tuesday night, folks, everybody be safe. Have a good night. Stay warm. And we will see you next week.